Well, hi there everyone and welcome to the channel. Thanks for joining me today. I've got a really fun recipe for you. This one is for a broccoli salad. I'm calling it a broccoli crunch salad. It's based on my mom's broccoli salad recipe, and I have just converted it to use freeze-dried ingredients, and you can make this completely shelf-stable if you like. I'll talk more about that in just a minute. I'm going to put a list of ingredients up here on the screen, and I'll include the exact measurements down in the description box below the video. All right, this recipe is going to make about 4 or 5 servings as a side dish here. So you'll get out a medium to large bowl, and then we'll just make the dressing. This is a mayonnaise-based dressing, and I have a recipe up on my channel already for a completely shelf-stable mayonnaise. It's a very good recipe. I also have another recipe up on my channel. I'll link to both of those below if you want to make homemade mayonnaise. There's a couple different ways you can make it, but it's so good homemade. I have the Hellmann's because my daughter likes that, so I'm just using that for ease today. We'll add some apple cider vinegar, some salt and pepper, and this is a sweet dressing, so you will add some sugar, and it's up to you how sweet you want your dressing to be. I added 2 tablespoons of sugar to mine to make it nice and sweet. You can always cut back on that, but I kind of like the sweet dressing. Now I realized I had only put 1 tablespoon of apple cider vinegar in there, and my recipe calls for 2. So anyway, I was just adding a little bit extra there, and this is the consistency you're looking for in your dressing. It's a very simple dressing, but it's really delicious. If you want more dressing, you can just add more mayonnaise to this and maybe a splash more of the apple cider vinegar. But that's the consistency you're looking for. So give it a taste and adjust. I like to include some Granny Smith apples in my broccoli salad. This is different than my mom's recipe, but it's really, really good. So I opened a really large family-sized can of Granny Smiths several months ago, and I wanted to show y'all just how satisfying it is to open that jar after it's been vacuum sealed for months. It's just amazing how crisp it keeps those freeze-dried fruits. So I do love using that vacuum sealer. I will link that below. I highly recommend that if you open the big cans and then don't plan to use them up within a month or 2 and you live in a humid climate. It's really nice to have that vacuum sealer. Okay, I use about half a cup of broccoli per person. So I put a couple cups of broccoli in here because I wanted about 4 servings. And then a good half cup of the Granny Smiths that I have snapped into smaller pieces. I love using the cheddar here. I love the crunch of that cheddar. I love the flavor. If you have the Thrive Life cranberries, these are great in here also. They're kind of tart. And then my mom always put red onions in her broccoli salad, so I'm using the Lighthouse brand of red onions. If you don't have those, you can use Thrive Life chopped onions instead. All right, so that's all of the freeze-dried ingredients that are going to go in here. So I went ahead and gently stirred those around in the dressing because, I mean, as you can tell, we did not rehydrate anything first, right? The dressing is going to soften these ingredients. That's why it makes this salad just so appealing, because it comes together so fast. You really don't have to chop anything. You just pour things in the dressing and stir. And you can add as few or as many of these ingredients as you like. I love using the slivered almonds that I toasted. You could also add some sunflower seeds. Also, those candied pecans are really good in here. I like adding the extra craisins. That right there is some bacon I had fried up and chopped. But you could also use the shelf-stable salad topping type of bacon here if you want this to be completely shelf stable. So you'll just go ahead and toss everything in that delicious dressing. Make sure everything gets nice and coated, and you can see the amount of dressing here in the salad. If you want more dressing, just feel free to do that. You'll want to cover this and refrigerate it for at least a couple of hours. I did take it out of the fridge after 1 hour and give it a stir. Using freeze-dried ingredients, the textures here are going to be a little bit different than if this was just fresh broccoli, etc. But I call it a broccoli crunch salad because it does really have a very nice texture to it. So let me explain what the broccoli's texture is like, okay? After a couple of hours in the fridge in that dressing, it's going to be softened, but not completely refreshed all the way through. Now, some pieces will be, but the larger florets, they're going to have a little bit of a crunch to them, and it's actually really nice in the salad. We've got the slivered almonds in there. The cheddar is not completely refreshed. It's also nice and crunchy. The Granny Smith apples, they do get completely refreshed in that dressing, and even though there's not a crunch to them, you have that nice tart flavor. Now, if you included the craisins in there, there's going to be some chewy texture in there. The bacon is nice and smoky and savory. The dressing's got a great flavor to it. I love the sweetness that's in the dressing. And just when you combine all of these ingredients, you're just going to have a really nice, flavorful broccoli salad on your hands. Now, the longer you leave it in the fridge, the softer the ingredients will become. So if you want it really crunchy, I would eat it that first day, but it's still good the day after. In fact, I ate it for the next morning's breakfast and it was yummy. It's just not quite as crunchy as it was on day one. Still good though. I love the idea of kind of expanding my repertoire of freeze-dried ingredient recipes and including some salads here. It's just been kind of fun to think outside the box and see what we can do with freeze-dried food. So if you enjoy my recipes and you're interested in getting them in cookbook form, I do have 2 cookbooks out at this time. Well, at least 2 in ebook form. My first one is available also in print, and my second one is really close to being ready. So I will probably be releasing my second cookbook in print form within the next week. Y'all, I'm so excited about that. All right. Well, I hope y'all try this recipe and like this recipe. Please let me know your thoughts down in the comments. I love to hear from you. All right, guys, thanks so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day. And until next time, y'all take care and keep thriving.